right now, aren't we?
No.
Yes, we are.
Maybe you are. I'm not.
Oh, for God's sake, quit babying the little booby. Mrs. French, you at least have some functional brain matter. Tell me straight out, did you sleep with Patrick?
That, madam, is a disgusting question, and one I consider it beneath you to ask or me to answer.
I take it that means yes.
Well?
Whatever happened between Patrick and me has nothing to do with his death.
So, Mrs. French slept with Patrick, according to Dolly, who herself went at it with him in the hayloft like monkeys, according to Gillian. And Mrs. Ravenscroft has admitted to sleeping with Patrick.
Mrs. Ravenscroft? Really?
Shut up, Dolly.
Mother, shame on you.
And Miss Kleiner
Did not sleep with Patrick?
says she didn't sleep with Patrick.
Me, don't forget me.
Gillian, you did not sleep with Patrick.
I did too. It was very nice. He told me I was a lot better at it than you were.
Gillian.
God.
Well, that explains why Patrick was so dreadfully anxious to get at Marcy, since she seems to have been the only woman in the immediate vicinity whose knickers he had not managed to separate from her person.
Inspector, must you be so vulgar? How much of that wine have you had?
Clearly not enough.
In any case, she's no better than the rest of us that toasted Vienna there. We all knew he was sleeping with her.
That's a lie. My goodness, Inspector. You're the only one left, if you don't count the horses. You did sleep with him too, did you?
In other words, in all likelihood, Patrick Rourke was bedding down, turn and turn about with every woman in this house.
Inspector, what is the point of all of this, other than to satisfy your own morbid and lascivious curiosities? You're going to arrest someone, aren't you?
Well, by all rights, I should arrest Gillian. She's confessed, and for want of a better explanation, I suppose I have no choice but to presume she's telling the truth.
But she's not telling the truth.
How would you know?
Well, because I saw Marcy do it.
Not true!
Oh, I'm afraid it is.
You saw no such thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to protect you, dear. I felt sorry for you being a fawn-in-law. But the truth is out, you might as well confess. It's all for the best in the end.
You shameless, shameless woman. After everything I've done to protect your daughter.
You be quiet about my daughter.
What about her daughter?
Can I go now?
No!
I'm going to puke again.
I don't care. Go ahead and puke. Just do not leave this room.
I'm going to be so sick. It ain't fair to treat me this way. I'm pregnant.
You're what?
I'm pregnant. Patrick got me pregnant, and then she went and pushed him down the stairs.
Wait, who did? Which she?
Mrs. French.
You lying little whore.
It's true. She was jealous because Patrick was in love with me. So then she killed him. I know she did. She murdered him.
That does it. You want to see a murder, girl?
Ellen! Ellen, you must stop getting
All right, that's enough. That's enough. Now, everybody just shut your bloody yaps.
Inspector, is that any way to speak to a group of ladies?
Is this any way for a group of ladies to behave? Running around, screaming, denouncing one another as murderers and trollops and trying to strangle the maid?
Nevertheless, you are a guest in my house and there are still proprieties to be observed. One does not shout at a lady to shut her bloody yap.
You're right. Forgive me. Murder and adultery are one thing, but rudeness is quite another. I suppose I'll have a drink to steady my nerves.
You've had too much to drink already.
On the contrary, I'm just getting started. But frankly, I haven't had just about enough of you, as the boy said riding the cow. So let's get this thing straight, once and for all. If I don't get the truth from you people immediately, I'm going to run the whole pack of you in on suspicion of murder.
You can't do that.
Of course I can do that. I am the voice of authority. I am the dead queen's left buttock. Rule Britannia!
Inspector, if you arrest an entire household of women, you'll be the laughing stock of the country. You'll probably lose your position.
Oh my God, what a tragedy that would be. Here I am with the greatest job a man ever had, out in the middle of god-awful nowhere, in a drafty old house out of a wretched Gothic novel, hopelessly entangled in a moronic ghost and murder mystery too stupid for the theatre even. I've been banished to this godforsaken, snowbound hellhole. My career can't get any worse. I might as well just find the bloody truth and be done with it. So just what the hell is the bloody truth? Let us summarize. Patrick was sleeping with Mrs. French, with Miss Ravenscroft, with Mrs. Ravenscroft, and he's got Dolly preggers. At the time of his death, he was chasing after the governess in a desperate attempt, one can only presume, to complete a full house, as it were. And he dies the same way as Master died 3 months earlier by taking a headfirst plunge down the main staircase, the supposed victim of a ghost in a white dress. Does that about cover it?
What a vulgar man you turned out to be, Inspector. Oh, you disappoint me greatly.
No, I disappoint myself as well. But that notwithstanding, if no one is going to step forward and clear this thing up for me, I'll simply have to arrest the most likely candidate. Now, if I arrest Dolly or Mrs. French, no one will care. They're just servants. They're highly expendable. Likewise, Marcy means absolutely nothing to anybody in England. No one will lift a finger to help any one of them. So I'm left with Mrs. Ravenscroft and her daughter. Of the two, I like Gillian much better. God knows why. But I think the best way to resolve this thing is to arrest her for murder, since everybody else here seems to be trying to protect her. So, all right, Gillian Ravenscroft, I arrest you for the murder of Patrick Raw.
Only if I can have handcuffs.
All right, you can have handcuffs.
Oh, good. Isn't this exciting?
You cannot put handcuffs on my daughter.
I can't if I can remember where I put the damn things. Why is this room bouncing around like a crate of kangaroos? Is this an earthquake?
You're drunk, Inspector. Now take your hands off my daughter this instant or I'll call the police.
I am the police.
I'll call other police. Sober police.
Madam, there are no sober police. There is no other. The snow surrounds us. I am the only male figure present, except for the dead. I am the voice of reason and God's representative in the paradise of fools, and I arrest your daughter for murder.
Inspector, if you do this, I'll have your head on a platter.
You can have my butt in a basket if you'll just tell me who the hell really killed Patrick.
All right, I did it. Now let her go.
You didn't kill Patrick, Mama.
Yes, I did. Now leave my daughter alone. If you must arrest someone, arrest me.
She didn't do it. I did it. Arrest me.
I did it.
Well, we can't have everybody jumping up claiming to be Spartacus now, can we? Why is this so difficult? Sherlock Holmes never had this much trouble. Am I losing my grip? Am I losing my touch? Am I going to puke in the aspidistra?